Sup, YouTubers? There's something that I like to do that I'd like to do. There's a book that I'm always talking about called The Art of Racing in the Rain. Now, I don't have two devices, and I also can't find my version of the book. I will buy a new one, but I just haven't been out lately. I've had a lot going on. But I was able to get it online. And what I'd like to do is like read it out loud. Of course, my cat's gonna start making all kinds of noise right now. But the thing with that is, hey, Mr. Rourke, I did sleep, you fool. um, I did sleep, but I was thinking about this idea. Now, tell me if you think it's corny. And the only way that I can really do it is by if I like can't see the chat though. If I do it, because I'd have to read on my phone the download of the book, The Art of Racing in the Rain, and I wicked want to read it because it's so good. And I don't know how people feel about being read to, right? But it's a really good book. And what I could do is just like read a chapter and see if people like it. But if they don't, then that's fine too. But I mean, it was just something that, and it's really, we did. I wore him out. He's so funny. I got rest. I slept. Slept very well. And then, now I'm awake. So I don't know if anybody has ever heard of The Art of Racing in the Rain. I know, it was a movie, but now I mean, it was a book first, though. So, and does it bore people to be read to? Like, but of course, nobody has to listen to it. If anybody wanted to listen to it, they could always go back to it and listen to it or whatever. And the chapters are short and quick, and it's all told by the eyes, from the story is told through the eyes of the dog. And so I don't know, just something I was thinking about doing. And we're all dog lovers here. And, you know, I don't know. I downloaded it. Is that something like, do you think that sounds corny? Like to read a book online? I mean, I know that there's audio books that people read and everything. Um, but just wondering if you guys think that's a corny idea. Yeah, I was thinking like in between chapters, I could come back and really? Okay, you don't mind? Okay. Now remember, I can't see the chat when I do it though, so you guys keep the chat going if anybody comes in. Just try and if you stick around, if you're not too bored, I'll just read the one chapter and then come back and then and it starts at the end. So the first chapter is kind of starting at the end, and you'll see how it goes. It's just such oh my god. Sometimes you just have to absorb what you just like heard. It's so or read. For me, it was I'd have to close the book to absorb the beauty of what I just read. I mean, it's such an awesome, awesome story. So I will do it. Okay, so let me try this. Let's see. See, but I don't have anybody on the screen to tell me if they can hear me reading. So I hope you guys will be able to. Um, unless if Mr. Rourke if wants to come up on the screen just to every once in a while, like wait. Okay, you want me to wait? All right, I'll wait. Oh, talk to me. Tell me. I know, but I don't know if you'll be able to hear me when I flip to the PDF version of the book that I downloaded. It's called The Art of Racing in the Rain, and it's by Garth Stein, and it's what inspired me actually to get my tattoo. Was this particular book, so it's real good. But I don't know if I know Mr. Rourke can't read the, so I'll try it. You know what? I'm going to flip out, do it, and then see what happens. Let's just see. But she said wait. So I want to know why she went, but I'll just test with you, Mr. Rourke, right? Can you wait about 20 minutes? I'm at the store. Okay. You're so, I know, right? How about you catch up with the first chapter? Remember, it starts at the end, so you're gonna get the last You're gonna get the first chapter at the end anyway. I just want to do like a test run and see if you guys are even able to hear me, and then I'm just gonna read like a couple of paragraphs right now. Let's just do a test run and see. Okay, give me one sec. Don't leave. Stay right there. All right. Okay. All right. So now here I am at where I'd have to be. Okay, to read the book today. So I need to know if you guys can still hear me from here. So now I'm going to go back to here and tell me, can you still hear me? Because I went out to where I need to read it and started talking. So I want to know if during that time in the last couple of minutes you still could hear me. Okay. All right. So, oh, hi, Janine. Welcome. I'm trying something that I don't know if you guys will like or not, but I'm gonna read this book that I love with all my heart. It's called From the Eyes of the Dog. It's called The Art of Racing in the Rain. So, and I'll do like, a little bit and come back because I won't be able to see the chat while I'm doing it. So, okay, here we go. By Garth Stein, The Art of Racing in the Rain, Chapter 1. All right, everybody, here we go. Gestures are all that I have. Sometimes they must be grand in nature. And while I occasionally step over the line and into the world of the melodramatic, it is what I must do in order to communicate clearly and effectively, in order to make my point understood without question. I have no words I can rely on, because, much to my dismay, my tongue was designed long and flat and loose, and therefore it is a horribly ineffective tool for pushing food around my mouth while chewing, and an even less effective tool for making clever and complicated polysyllabic sounds that can be linked together to form sentences. And that's why I'm here now, waiting for Denny to come home. He should be here soon, lying on the cool tiles of the kitchen floor. Uh, so you guys can hear me, huh? Damn it. I knew it. Who's in? Who probably? Shoot, I did lose sound, huh? Shit. How did you guys hear any of it? I just sat there and read that whole thing for nothing. Oh my god. Dang it. Here, Roscoe, too. He's all mad. Mm-hmm. And I read it with such feeling. That's why I told you I needed you to come on the screen, Mr. Work. So I knew. How long ago was it? Hi, Pink. So I guess that doesn't work, huh? I guess it kicks me off, lets me read, thinking that I'm still on. I gotta go out, buy the book. No, I'm not. Read it again. So, did you guys hear nothing? Oh, Rachel, you don't even know what I was talking about. I was reading a book, you people, and you're making light of it. Did you hear any of it, Mr. Rourke? Did you guys hear any of it at all? Bummer. What a bummer. Barely. Damn it. Well, you know what? I'll just, I don't know. These libraries are not open anymore. But I think I could get, my friend's ex-wife works at a library. Maybe she can get me the book and bring it to me and I'll read it. I love the book. The Art of Racing in the Rain by Garth Stein. Don't just watch the movie. Watch the book. I mean, read the book. Or I watched the book. Damn. So anyhow, how you guys doing? She's gone, like from gas station encounter. Yeah. Tracy has gas. She's reading a book but lost the sound. Ah, is that all you sounded? Is that all you heard? Racing in the Rain, chapter one. Boo hoo, boo hoo. I gotta get a second device or just break down and go buy another. I remember what I did with the book. I was at a like cookout one time. It was in my car. I just finished reading it again for like the fifth time, and somebody noticed it, and I said, "Oh, well, here you can have it because it's such a wonderful book." I suggest giving it for gifts. I mean, it's a great book. You were so funny last night, Mr. Rourke. Does my chat have like a what is it called? The slow mode on it or something, or is it just you guys? Uh, come on, type faster. Unless it does have that on it, does it? I'm gonna drop the link, okay? You were funny though last night, I'll say. I told my daughter how you asked if I would ride as a passenger on the bike or in a sidecar. She started cracking up. That shit's funny. In a sidecar. And we're yelling, anybody seen Blueberry? We're looking for Blueberry. Oh my god, that's funny. I didn't see if there was any live streams today. You guys are gonna have to come up with some things that you want to talk about. You can't always talk about raw dogging, right? or how many people, Rourke has slept with, or secular. uh, so come on, you guys. Come on, let's think of something. You guys want to do like some kind of Byron was on earlier? I mean, it's not on now. Byron. Or, I like Byron. Who is this? Let's see. Rourke. Hello, Rourke.
Raw dog.
Raw dog. She was so funny last night. I asked my daughter if she knew what it was,
Oh no.
and she did. She said, "Well, I
Ooh.
know like one meaning for it." Like, and I go, "Yeah." I go, "What is it?" And she said, "Well, is it dirty?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, dirty." But she knew. I guess it's a new thing with kids.
No.
A new thing with the kids.
All the kids are doing it?
Yeah, absolutely. All the cool kids, anyway. Right?
I'm
Right,
too cool
Lemon?
to boogie. I'm too cool to boogie.
You like that song, huh?
You've
I saw that
got
lady in concert. Who's that group again?
Boogie Oogie,
I know that's the song, but the group,
um,
Hot something, or
Hot Topic.
no, it's not Hot Topic. I was choking one time, right? Because did I tell you the story?
No?
I was choking on smart food before, and my daughter was like 15 at the time. And I was just trying to be funny, She came in the door, and there was like a bag of not hot, a bag of smart food. And so I was eating the smart food, and she came in the door, and I just like was kidding, like I wasn't gonna share. So I was going, nom, 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 like shoving it in my mouth. And then I started choking, but I
Oh
mean,
no.
really, really choking, where I'm not just like I'm choking like no air is getting in at all, and I'm
You
doing
needed the
all the
Heimlich.
huh?
You needed the Heimlich.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing all the like international signals for choking, arms in the air, slapping my back, all kinds of shit. And she just keeps going, "Have you seen my Hot Topics bag? Have you seen my Hot Topics bag?" And I'm freaking dying. And finally, I'm like whacking my own back, like giving myself the Heimlich, you know, and I get it out. And, like, it's like all over the place. All right. And, and I'm like, and she's still standing there. I'm like, "Have you seen my Hot Topics bag?" And I'm like, "Listen, get me some freaking paper towels. I mean, I was dying here." She's like, "Well, that shows you not to do that anymore. And I don't even like smart food." That's what she said.
Wow.
Right? A little witch. That's her. She's good. She's a good
She's
kid.
got
You
her
don't have
mom.
any kids?
I have a son. She has her mom's sense of humor.
She does think I'm funny. She really does. Even like when she was like a baby and like I would make her laugh, when she could talk a little, then I would make her laugh and she'd go, "Funny mommy, funny mommy." So even like to this day, I still, like if she'll laugh at me, I'll go, funny mommy, right?
Is that from being a bartender and hearing every joke that there is?
Kinda. It comes from like retaining all like funny stories and stuff, and knowing that even though the customers may change, sometimes my stories don't, because it still keeps them entertained, you know. especially
Would
when I
you
was
ever
working at the fair.
would you ever want to go in front of a crowd and maybe do like a comedy routine?
No, no,
No.
no. I mean, I'm not that funny, you know.
You've got you've got some you do got some funny cracks though. I mean, I listen to you and um I hear a lot of funnies. You got to pay attention to what you're saying and you'll hear them.
In baubles, you mean? Like when I type stuff about you?
Uh, no, even in your own chat, you're always cracking jokes uh, and Bobbles as well. But in your own chat, you're cracking jokes.
Because last night when you were in baubles, I was like in rare form, but not cracking on you. Like I felt we were like in it together.
We were in court.
And they keep going, so what is your type? And I'm going, he said it already. It's me. We love each other because of our avatars. They were giving you a hard time the last night. She,
it, wa- it was a good conversation. I liked it.
it was, and then I was really laughing like back here when we came back here too. You know,
I didn't see how many viewers I cost. I probably cost her subscriptions, viewers, but
no,
I hope she got a kick out of it.
last night.
Yeah, last night was fun.
Oh, when you were on both places, yeah. Well, I heard her say, "You got up on Survivor Girls panel. If you don't come up on here, I'm gonna be upset." You know, so and then next thing I heard, you know, like heard you up there, and so so you know me, I couldn't, you know, miss the opportunity of razzing you because you're a good sport, you know.
I had it planned to do like a hi, how you doing? Hi, JC, and I'm out of here. And then some of the questions started hitting me, and then court happened,
Court
and
happened.
then I pleaded the fifth.
You had already said too much then.
All
I
lies, all lies.
like to think so.
No, yeah.
That'd be pretty scary, though. I mean, think about that. If you were dating somebody, right? And you asked them, but you know what, though? I don't usually ask people that anyway, how many people they've slept with. That's a loaded question.
That's a question where you're never going to be happy with the answer, so don't ask it.
Right.
And I find a man has his number, but you're never going to find the truth out from a woman. And a woman
Oh,
probably,
stop it.
she, we don't know. She could have had, she was talking, I was paying attention. She could have had some numbers that you wouldn't believe.
I'm just saying, I think no matter how, like, look what you just said, you wouldn't find the truth out of a woman. So if you found the truth out of a man and it was 300,
Well, the reason why you won't find it is because in society, it's not honorable for a woman to be
I get you, I
truthful.
hear you there. But what I'm saying is, so even if a guy is truthful and the answer is 300, it's just like what you said. It's a question that you're never going to like the answer.
Um, it's true, and it says, you know, I mean, I had a sexual past, and it, but it
Raw
also,
dog, mind you.
I had a lot of love to spread.
Oh, gosh. That is just, that is something you would say. and I would believe you. I mean, I think
Hmm.
I was watching a Friends episode, and it was kind of funny because Rachel and uh, Monica were out with when she was dating Tom Selleck, and Rachel was dating Ross. So they all asked each other how many people they'd slept with, and so the girls are like 20 or something like that, and because remember they were all in their young 20s, whatever. But here's Richard, who's as the same age as her father, and he says, she goes, okay, well, you never told me your number. And he goes, two. And she's like, two? Have you seen you? And he said, yeah, but, whatever his wife's name, Judy, let's just say Judy. Judy was his wife was his high school sweetheart. They got married right after high school. And then she had just recently passed away, like within the last 2 years. So then her, Courtney Cox, Monica, whatever. And so there was his two. And then Ross, what's her name there, asked, how many he had slept with. And he said the same thing too. Because he had, that girl that turned into a lesbian, his wife, at the beginning of Friends. Um, that was his high school girlfriend. And so he slept with her, and then Rachel. Now I got myself saying Rachel when I started saying Rachel. He's okay. Uh, so it was like the guys was lower. So I don't know. I think you're like a real man whore if 300 is the truth. Moral of the story.
I'll agree with that. I had my man hoeing days, and I enjoyed uh my life. I believe that's what life is meeting people, finding lovers. And some people have it where they want to meet a mate and get married and have children.
And what happened with you and your son's father? Hi, Vlad.
Um,
Vladimir Putin in the house.
my son's father, that would be me. You meant the son's mother.
Did I say son's father?
Yeah.
Remember last night with Ben when I said, how many men have you slept with?
Yeah. You
I
got to
think
pay
I was
attention to what
distracted by the celebrity of Vladimir Putin.
comrade.
He's in the house. But how do you say, like, hello in Russian? Nostrovia. Is that it? Or is that what you say when you do a shot?
My Russian's very bad. I don't know.
Welcome. Think welcome. Welcome, my Ruski friend. You must have a knob rot if you raw dog 300 women. LOL. Knob rot. Ooh, knob rot. Does thee want to bob on my knob?
You didn't know guys that were um, ladiesmen, that were that had a lot of women.
I don't know. I just thought what I said was funny. When I was in a pub in England, like the door handle fell off it was a doorknob. And the guy turned to me and he goes, "Does do you want to bob on my knob?" And it was the doorknob in his hand.
And what did you say?
I laughed.
You're like looking him in the eyes.
I liked him. His name was John Lester. He was married, and he wasn't hitting on me. He never cheated. He wasn't a cheat. I liked him. He was a nice person. Hence, that's why, like, not that I ever tried to make him cheat on his wife. I mean, I'm just trying to clear up that, whatever I said about thee bobbing on thy nobbin.
I believe some children grow up faster than others, and maybe it's due to the lifestyle, parenting, but
You mean
kid,
me?
no, like I grew up faster than some other kids. Um,
Well, yeah,
I, I,
'cause you
exper-
were fucking doing it when you were 10.
I experienced a different life than other people, where I would have to say that my life that I experienced wasn't the normal life. It was, it was the life that I had chose.
Last night, you told us that story about when you were, like, fooling around with that girl when you were 13, and then you got up and you were like, I am the man. I'm the man.
You heard that story?
Yeah, you were like Muhammad Ali.
You know,
Floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee.
I actually met Muhammad Ali
Did you really?
at the Palace. Yeah, it was Friday night fights they used to have at the Palace. I went up there, and when I was leaving, I walked out and everybody was like all up in a line, and he was shaking people's hands. So I got in line and shook his hand, and then when I shook his hand, he gave me this look. It was like a look like I'm gonna hit you, and then he kind of like leaned back like he was gonna swing at me, and I was like, oh shit, I'm about ready to get hit by Muhammad Ali, but he didn't swing at me.
Yeah, he was the Black Superman,
He was when he was a young man, he was a great fighter.
Oh, I loved Muhammad Ali. That's a moment you should never forget. I'd be like meeting Elvis too.
He was a legend from Kentucky, where he had six investors uh, paying for his camps for to make it in life, and then he became the champion. He was like one
I
of the
didn't
young.
really agree with how, he didn't want to like serve in, the armed forces because, you know, like I mean, even Elvis served in the armed forces. What I
He would
always
have.
find odd though about that is, how Elvis, like, he got drafted, right?
Hmm.
I find it
Yeah,
odd that we don't hear about any other singers, like many of that time, getting drafted. Like, what about, the Everly Brothers? What about this one? What about that one that were at the same time as Elvis? You know, why was Elvis the only one to get drafted? And then they kind of forced him to make those movies and stuff, which I enjoyed, but I don't think he did. But he certainly didn't come back the same.
I thought Elvis was a great actor. Do you remember the movie when he was in a speedboat and
What story to Tracy and chat this last night? What's he talking about?
oh, she's talking to probably Vladimir
I
Vlad.
don't know. I don't know. Uh, let's see. I wonder what secular would think of his Nation of Islam Association. I didn't agree with it because I don't agree with the draft. Okay, I do not agree with the draft. Absolutely not. But I do not agree with that whole join the Nation of Islam to get out of it. I mean, you know, I don't agree with the draft at all. That's why I'm like saying about Elvis. Like, I mean, that didn't even make sense. It's like, why the hell should Elvis have to go, but you know, Muhammad Ali didn't have to go. You know what I'm
He
saying?
he paid the price for not going because his career took a big hit when he was in the prime of his boxing career. That's
No,
when
Muhammad Ali stayed famous. Well, whatever then. Let me get up here and tell us why. I'm sorry, change. I'm saying he totally said he didn't come from this country. Remember he said that shit? Look at my freaking cat Tucker is pretending to be asleep with his eyes open, trying to freak me out like he's dead or something, but I know he's not.
his comments were, a yellow man's never called me the N word, and he goes, so I'm not going to go fight against some other guy that
Yeah, except
and
now they call each other the N word, right? A yellow man also never called his buddy, "Hey, Chink, what's up?" I don't go up to you and say, "Yo, my cracker, what's going down?" Lemon said, "Please, Tracy." I don't know.
please.
Please, please, cracker, please, cracker, please.
I got a picture from. Do you remember the movie called When We Were Champions with Muhammad Ali?
No.
There's a movie called When We Were Champions, and it's kind of the story of when he was younger. And in the movie, he's at this gym called 15th Street Gym, and I got one of my buddies ended up buying me a picture of Muhammad Ali because he knew I was in boxing and stuff, and it was autographed. It was autographed by him, and what happened was is
His
I left
autograph
the
and took his hand.
well, my friend had it autographed, and what happened was is I put the picture up on the wall, and the sun would hit it, and it took off the autograph, but I still got
Ah,
the picture.
did I tell you that I have Ayrton Senna's autograph?
Whose autograph?
Ayrton Senna, the Formula One race car driver.
Oh, no. You really
Yep.
like that Formula racing. They used to do that
No, I
on
don't like
Belle Isle.
Formula racing. I don't like Formula One racing.
Oh, you don't? Isn't that
No.
Stussy guy a Formula racer?
Who's Stussy?
Isn't the guy? Isn't
You
that
need
the
to start
tattoo?
listening to me.
Isn't that the
It's
tattoo on your?
no, it's Ayrton. Ayrton. They say Ayrton. Like it's Ayrton, and then Senna. Senna.
And he was a race
I
car driver that hit the wall, and then you seen the life leave him, his body.
Yeah, it was 94. And then when I was telling somebody that story, they said, "Oh my God, Tracy." And they said, "You know what? My sister was at the 80 something Grand Prix in Arizona, and he was the only racer that she stood in line for to get his autograph." And he said, and she gave it to me, like it's an autograph picture. He said, and it means nothing to me. He said, it's just sitting gathering dust in my basement. And he brought it in to me. Isn't that weird? And I don't even watch racing, but yet he always pops up in my life.
That's kind of cool. It's your little thing that you got going.
Mm-hmm. I think it's kind of eerie. I watched Mickey Rourke down in Miami when he went to that hole in the wall gym to train before he was actually a famous actor. His post-op best movie ever, Sin City, is it actually fit his face. I actually think Mickey Rourke's best movie was
Nine and a half.
it's a toss-up between 9.5 Weeks or is it Wild Orchids or something? Something Orchids. And I think that one is a good one too.
I like
Orchid.
orchids as a flower.
Yeah, and it's something. It's got who's the guy in the movie? Lauren Hutton. is in it. Lauren Hutton, who's clicked a pic to light a pipe in chat. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't even like it. I don't even like that comment. Yeah, Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man. Yeah, I didn't see that one. Hold on.
That was when they like rode into New York. It was a different type of movie, I think.
Who else was in that? Bruce Willis.
I thought it was that Sam guy. Sam.
Elliot.
He was. Yeah, Sam Elliott.
Oh, hold on. I'm typing something right now. Okay. Now I don't know how you get noticed. Do you?
Do I get your notices when your shows come on?
No, when I type something to you.
Oh, I haven't got a notice yet.
Hold on then. I don't know.
Okay, I
We
got
can.
it.
I don't know about that question. Yeah, Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man. They have that in Russia, Vladimir Putin. Did you guys get to see the paranormal live stream? I thought that was pretty cool. Well, yeah, you said pre-surgery. Oh my God. Oh, well, after surgery, when my wound has the restaurant, then he made a comeback with Sin City. Oh, Sin City, I never watched even. Yeah, I never watched that. Sin City.
I realized that I couldn't see it.
Oh, that's right. That is correct. Yeah. Yeah, I never watched the movie Sin City. Have you, Mr. Rourke?
Watch what? Watch what in the city?
Sin City. Look, I have an echo from yours. Is that mine or yours?
That might have been my chair squeaking, but that might have been.
Echo.
Oh, you heard an echo?
Maybe not anymore. Let me see. No, a little bit. I hear that though.
Oh, you can hear the chair?
Yeah.
Can you hear
Anyway,
me
did
now?
you ever see that movie Sin City?
Is that with oh gee.
Mickey Rourke.
Is there oh my goodness, forgot her name. There's a dancer in the movie. What is her name? But no, I haven't.
Yeah, Rachel. The reason why I didn't like that is because I've heard people say that shit on other people's live streams. You know, like on Michigan's and shit. And the thing is people light lighters to light cigarettes or to, yes, maybe smoke weed or to light candles, or maybe it's not even that. Bottom line is, I've seen that kind of statement too many times. Like with Michigan Made, it ran rampant about him, that he lit a lighter, and then one time he sprayed air freshener. And so everybody went off because he sprayed air freshener. So he must be doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, need any, like, kind of, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Rourke? Do you know what I'm saying?
I remember I remember what happened, and yes.
Yeah. Like, so when people say shit like that, And you know, to me, I don't care for it. I don't care to have to defend myself um about rumors or speculations and shit like that that actually, are coming out of the mouth of a friend, right?
Well, you don't want that. You don't want to have to deal with that kind of stuff.
Uh,
It's
so
negative
after
energy.
Rachel said after his surgeries and missed a great movie, Sin City, such a huge ensemble cast with so many different actors and actresses, and the genre of live comic book, it was scared of the art. Yeah, but I don't like comic book movies really. Like I don't watch those Marvel ones, and I don't watch um what is it, the X-Men and stuff like that.
I,
Do you like
I
those?
don't. I don't watch him either, but I like drawing, and I like taking the reality, turning it into a comic, and then putting my own jokes into the sketch. I think that's funny, but what you have to do is you have to ask permission. Can I draw your picture? Because if you don't, it becomes a sexual harassment case.
Really?
Yeah.
Depends on how you're gonna draw them, I guess, right? You know what I used
Well,
to like was Mystery Science Theater. Did you watch that?
Mystery Science Theater. What channel?
The Comedy Channel. And they used to watch the movies, and they would like say stuff while the people were talking on the movie screen. It was like these cheesy B movies, and it was just this guy and supposedly these two like robots, and
I
they would.
remember yeah, I remember the show.
You remember
I
that?
never really, I never watched it, but that's when Comedy Central kind of like first came out.
Oh, it was so funny. There was one that I think is especially funny. Is called Kitten with a Whip, and the movie has Anne Margaret in it and John Forsythe, and so it's a real movie, but through the movie they're like making this commentary, and I find them really funny. I think
Was he was he in the movie Dynasty?
it's the series, yeah,
That was
Dynasty,
Dynasty, yeah.
yeah. John Forsythe. He also played in the Ten Commandments. He
Ten
was
Commandments.
Miriam. Yeah, he was Miriam, the water girl's boyfriend. I mean, he was like hanging on some rock or something. I don't know. Did you ever did you ever see the Ten Commandments?
Yes, that's a great movie. The guy that played uh, Ramses,
Yeah,
he's
Yul
a guy.
Brynner.
Yeah, Yul Brenner. He's a great actor.
I loved Yul Brynner. I really did. In fact, um, and I've told this story before, but when I was in first grade, my mother, she came and she got me out of school, and she didn't tell me where we were going. I always feel like to this day, if she would have told me where we were going, that I would have done much better. But it was to this place that I had always seen off the Yul Brenner was in Westworld. Never saw that. But anyway, so it was like, this dinner theater that was off to the side of the highway, and it was like an audition, and they were teaching us to sing getting to know you, getting to know all about you, you know, the song from The King and I. And so then they wanted us all to, but the thing was it was this huge, like stage with this huge audience, all the chairs, and the light was I was only in first grade, and the light was like shining, so where you can't see the people that are telling you, giving you direction what to do. And I remember like the call for cast was um to play the little prince and princesses. You know how he had all those kids in The King and I? And so You had to have brown hair, brown eyes, and be like darker skin. And so I had all the criteria. And so then they're going down the line, the row, and making each kid sing by themselves, to getting to know you. And the girl next to me was like 13, but I remember she seemed so much taller than me. And and so, she sings, and then they come to me. I was the last in line. And I'm sticks with bright light shining in my eyes, and they want me to sing by myself, getting to know you. And I wouldn't. I refused.
Oh
And
no.
yeah, and I knew the whole album. I knew the whole album. I mean, it was one of my favorites. I was really into Broadway stuff. Uh, and so the girl next to me, she's going, just sing. So what they did was most of the kids that the ones, there was a few other ones, the littler ones down the line that was not singing as well, that was scared and they wouldn't sing. So they'd just skip over that, they'd say, okay, forget it. But when they came to me and I wouldn't sing, they said, okay, would you just sing happy birthday for us? They hadn't done that to any of the other kids that wouldn't sing. And so the girl next to me got real excited, for me. She got real excited for me. Like she knew that was like a sign that they really liked my look. Because I did look like one of those little Persian princesses. And and so I mean a princess if I had a crown on my head. And so I wouldn't sing. I would
Wow.
not sing it. And Space 1999. That's an old movie, right? Because I have a relative that was in that movie when he was a young kid.
Do
If
you
that's
remember
one.
Logan's Run? Logan's Run was a movie when you were 30 years old. You had to be renewed, and you would jump into like this thing, and it would spin you around, and pretty much you ended up dying. But nobody lived to get old.
That was with Farrah Fawcett, right?
I don't think she was in that movie. Was she?
I thought Farrah Fawcett was in Logan's Run.
Was she?
I thought Ryan O'Neal was too, no?
I it may have been, and I just didn't notice. It was too much of a sci-fi film for me to like really get into, but I like the idea.
I
But
never saw it.
now that I've lived past the age of 30, I'm kind of against the idea. So
Vladimir cracks me up because he goes, No, not her. Hold on, I get her name. Don't you like how I do his voice too?
yeah,
Because he
um,
writes like that.
I think Yul Brenner was born in Russia.
He's Jewish.
I think he had moved around, and
He's like
um,
Ashkenazi Jew, I think.
he
Whatever.
was he
He's
was he was
I'm
a
a
ladies'
Jew and I'm
man.
proud and I sing it out loud. Every Jew is a proud Jew. Did you see my video I posted the other day?
Of the live. I seen the was the
No,
thumbnail of the
I put a
live.
link in the live stream, so it probably disappeared. That's true. But it was some song by some Hebrew Farrah Fawcett. See, Farrah Fawcett was in it. Ha ha ha! I was right.
Oh
Logan's
well,
Run is a 1970, but not Ryan. Whatever. Yes, in film, is her in TV show Another Woman. Didn't know there was a TV show for it. Michael Anderson, starring Michael York,
I
Jenny
think it's
Ethan.
I kind of starting to think it's sexy when you talk in that Russian accent.
You like?
Break me, break me.
I should like to keep talking this way. I want you to call me Natalia.
Mrs. SG. Call me Miss SG.
I know, right? That's so funny last night. And Bobby said, is there really like something going on between Mr. Rourke and Survivor Girl?
Yeah.
Oh, we're working on it. Look, I'm flicking a lighter. You guys hear that? Let me hold it in.
The
Actually,
movie was uh it was pretty good. They had what I think it was called Runners, and one of the guys had caught a runner or something, and he found that there was a way to escape, and then they found somebody that was like 70 years old or something behind the mask of the movie, and in the Logan's Run movie, it was an okay movie, I guess.
Dr. Moreau, right? Isn't it the island of Dr. Moreau? Not Monroe. Yeah, Moreau. Yeah. Okay. And it's funny that Vladimir brought that up because I just clicked on my watch later, the island of Dr. Moreau or something. Did you see that?
No, that was another island too. That wasn't mine.
Remember last night? Two completely different islands.
Two different islands. Gilligan's Island.
Yeah,
Nope.
and Fantasy Island.
That's different island. Different island.
I liked Gilligan's Island. Mr. Rourke wants to smash. Yeah, he wants to smash that thumbs up button.
Mm.
How
I
about
like that.
Repo?
I like his avatar.
He drew it himself.
He did a good job.
If it's a him, I'm not sure. But I think it would be the cowardice strikes back, right? If it was a female. Correct.
Repo Man. Repo Man.
Uh,
I don't think I watched that movie either.
you didn't? That was a good one,
No.
but I didn't watch the whole thing. It kind of creeps me out because it's such a true story. But I haven't even been able to go back to that movie, The Collector, yet because it had good actors in it, and it wasn't like a corny, gory movie. Although there was gore in it. No, that's an echo.
That was my chair and my phone moving. Sorry.
Oh well, I don't know something. But yeah, and it had had good actors in it, had a good storyline, and I haven't been able to go back to it because, quite frankly, it was pretty scary. And so I intend to finish it because I don't want to just stop it where it was. But the teenage daughter had just come home, and the whole house is booby trapped by this psycho killer. And fucking, I like the girl because have you ever seen Californication, that series with David Duchovny?
Californication. That was well, wait. I seen the movie California with Brad Pitt
Yeah, with
and
Brad
David.
Pitt, Juliette Lewis. Yeah, but no, it's
What,
not a movie. It's a TV series. I think it was
what,
Showtime or something. Californication.
no,
Well, it's pretty good. It's pretty funny. It's pretty good. And so uh, shit, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, he's an author. David Duchovny, remember him from the X Files? He's an author, but with a sex addiction. So anyway,
he
he
was
sleeps
in.
with this chick that's underage, but he doesn't know she's underage at the time. And the actress in the movie that I had to stop where I'm at, the part where I'm at, is is the actress from Californication that played that role of the girl. Um,
Um,
is the one who plays the teenage daughter in the movie
with
that
the
I'm watching.
with the dark hair. She was
Yeah,
okay, yeah. And
yeah.
David Duchovny, wasn't he in the movie California too? He was the boyfriend, and they were going out there. And then
Oh my
uh,
God, you're right, wasn't it? That was the boyfriend that the couple that Brad Pitt and
Yeah.
Juliette Lewis were with?
Yeah, Early. His name was Brad Pitt's name was Early, and Julia Lewis's name was Mama.
Yeah, you're right. He was in that movie. That's a good movie. I got to see that again.
Brad Pitt played a good role in that movie. Uh, Juliette Lewis played a good role in the movie. It was a good movie, yeah.
Yeah, weren't they going around looking at serial killer places or something?
Out west. And what
Yeah,
happened was is Brad Pitt and Mama ended up catching a ride because they needed somebody to go along to pay for gas money.
yeah.
And what happened was is Brad Pitt, before him and Mama ended up going on the journey, he ended up killing his landlord, and uh, he was on probation, and he ended up taking off on probation, and that's when they went to California.
And it was with that couple, right?
Right, and then they went to uh, they were way out there in the desert. They went to a couple's home, and they killed the man, and then the woman was alive, and Mama goes, "Call me," and they let her. Mama let her live, but they ended up killing Brad Pitt.
Who killed Brad Pitt?
David Duchovny and his girlfriend.
Yeah, but like, so they didn't kill the couple, but wasn't the couple like starting to catch on to what they were doing?
Yeah, because what happened was is David Duchovny's girlfriend started getting really scared because Brad Pitt started watching her in the hotel room dressing, and he would make certain comments to her that made her feel uneasy. And then later on, and what happened was David Duchovny said, blow it off. And then what happened later on, he kind of started acting on his feelings, and that's how the movie went.
Well, I'll be right back. I gotta get something to drink. Hold on.
All right, well, thanks. I'm a cartoonist. Uh, it looks kind of like a old farmer. It's a good. You're a good cartoonist. It's simple.
Okay, I'm back.
That was quick.
Yeah, if you ever watch Californication, which is like such a, like coincidence that he's in both those. But Californication is a series, but it's kind of risque. There is sex in it and everything, and nudity. But it's comedy too, like you know, it's pretty good. It went for a couple of seasons. So that's a good one. And if you ever also get a chance to watch the series Weeds, that's a good one. Have you ever seen that?
Me or we?
Weeds, like pot weeds.
Oh,
Yeah,
weeds.
weeds.
I and that was on Showtime. I have I seen that on DVD, and somebody had like 13 pounds of dope, and they threw the dope in the pool, and then
Yep, yep, I feel you.
they tried to dry the weed out, and
And it was shitty.
yeah, I seen that episode. That was the only uh kind of episode I ever watched of Weeds.
Snoop Dogg was in one of the episodes.
Snoop Dogg, I heard him say that he smoked 81 blunts in a day. And I find that impossible because I tried to just to see what I could smoke, and I came out with 31, and he doubled me. I don't see how he could have doubled me. So my hat's off to him.
81.
81's a lot.
I guess it depends on how many people you're smoking with. You know, if you're smoking with a shitload of people, you could light 81 blunts and only get one toke off each one.
If you had a lot of people, I thought with me it was just one person, so I figured maybe a couple people at the most with him.
Yeah, 81, I guess, in a whole day. If you're just looking to break a record, if you're like trying to smoke 81 and you're Snoop Dogg.
Do you have like a preference when it comes to sativa or indica?
No.
No? Okay.
Coward Strike Back says, I started the character in the third grade. I still draw it. It is the pencil markup before inking. It's cute. You should try to market him.
One of my girlfriends actually saved one of my drawings from like the 6th grade, and she gave it back to me as we were adults. So I had the drawing back. It was funny. And once I seen the drawing, I realized that I could tell it was my work. And I couldn't believe. I was like, you kept this your whole life? But she did.
You draw a lot?
I used to. I went to college, and when I seen like how good some people are as artists and how fast they are, that's when I like kind of like gave it up. But I like to draw like human beings, supermodels, people, cartoons, automobiles.
It's such a shame that it seems like the art world is changing, like, I don't know, becoming so computerized.
That's what technology is about.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
They have a
Sometimes
lot
I
of
think they're cheesy, like the movies that have the CGI. Like they're kind of cheapy compared to some of the older movies, and how cheap it costs for them to look at Halloween.
the movie Halloween with Mike Myers.
Yeah, there's a big echo. You don't have two devices, Rourke.
No, you hear the
You
echo?
that's a computer wizard.
I wish I was a computer wizard.
I thought you were.
I can't be everything.
It can't be everything. Howard says sativa is the best. So give me some ideas for freaking live streams.
Karaoke.
Come on now.
Listening to you read was kind of cool. Nobody's doing that.
Yeah, I
Uh,
wish I had a second device or the book at least.
the trivia questions. When we're on Babos, I'll ask that pizza guy if he wants to. If I'll invite pizza over, if that's cool with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like trivia. I like to be able to answer them too. So, it's probably better if somebody comes and does it than me because I like to be able to answer them. Even though you guys don't like to answer if I ask the question, you guys give me a hard time. But let's
Then
do. Oh, hello, everybody. Sorry, did you do the book yet? What happened was, now I wonder if you're on the stream, Mr. Rourke, if it would keep me on and not kick me off.
go ahead and try it out. Go ahead and start reading, and I'll stay on.
How far did I get to, or should I just start over? No, but really, if you guys aren't interested in it, let me know. Like, what did you hear of it, Mr. Rourke?
Once you started reading, after you got maybe the first couple of sentences, and then that's when your sound dropped.
Really?
Yeah.
Gotta be
So we
because there was nobody else keeping it open. It must be like something in case something happens and they end my stream so it doesn't just keep running.
I thought you got shy and you're like, click, and you clicked off, and you're like, change your mind.
I didn't do the book yet, XX. Yeah, I have you on my headphones. I'm at the casino, but I'm here. Oh, that's so cute. So you're playing what, slots while I'm reading? That's cool.
Ching ching ching
Pink, did
ching.
you hear the idea about the book? And Coward, did you hear it? And I don't know if Vlad is still here. I want to know if they all think that's a good idea. Like, because the chapters are short, I think, like, yeah, she's playing slot. That's cool. What state is that? Oh, that's Michigan, right? You guys have casinos in Michigan?
We got a
Yes,
few.
you do.
We got a few in Detroit, and then we got Indian reservations where you can go up north and go to a casino up there.
Like in the Upper Peninsula, right?
Mount Pleasant, Traverse City, Upper Peninsula.
Upper Peninsula. That's where
St.
Secular went.
Ignace.
Secular
Yeah,
was killed me
he
there.
went. He wants to take you to Quamanon Falls. He wants to take you to Mackinac Island. He
And he
wants to
wants to
take you
kill me there.
to um he he wants to take you to Traverse City for the Cherry Festival. But
No, I didn't write a book.
The Cherry Festival is in July or June, so you would have to come back to catch the fall colors if you want to like go up to the UP and catch all the fall colors with the trees changing. And then when you're on Mackinac Island, there's no automobiles. It's all horses and buggies and people walking, some bicycles maybe.
Really? Hmm. Well, anyway you put it, he had a kill kit in his trunk.
He and he brags about it. Tape, rope, hammer. Yeah, he had something going on.
Handcuffs, a tarp, a shovel.
The cop looked at him and smiled. So that's
And
how
let
it's
him
done.
go.
That's how it's done in Detroit.
That's how it's done what?
That's how it's done here in Detroit.
Well, they did cut the budget of the cops. I didn't write a book, Coward Strikes Back. I was gonna like read a book on my live stream, but not like the whole book, but I would read the whole book eventually, but like after chapter, like come back because I can't see the and that's the only thing too for you is that you can't see the things either, huh?
Oh, that's right. I can't see the chat, so I wouldn't know if they couldn't hear you and you lost sound. I wouldn't know that they couldn't hear you.
Well, no, because you'd still hear me, and as long as you could still hear me, that would mean they could.
What I can do is I can go back into the chat, and then if
No, you were in the chat when I lost. You'd have to stay on and keep the live stream open.
I got back on a live though, and I sent you a message saying like we lost sound, but I don't know if you got the message.
No, not till the end. So you'd have to stay on because I think it's something set up in StreamYards where it shuts your live stream down if I'm not on it and it's not keeping it. I don't know why. I could try it again if you guys want me to. It's up to you.
How do you feel? It's up to you. I was interested in listening to you read.
All right, so the book is about this dog, okay? Coward used to live in Michigan. And XX said she is too. Thank you so much. The book is about this dog, this golden retriever named Enzo. And, he gets adopted or whatever, bought from, the litter from a guy named Denny who wants to be a race car driver. But, of course, he gets married, has kids, stuff like that. And it's about I hear echo now. What happens when I hear echo on your side?
That's coming from setting my phone down.
Oh, Don't do that then. When you do it, I hear echo. So it's just so this book is like it makes you laugh, it makes you think, it makes you cry. It's like a really good book. And if you like dogs, the whole story is told from the eyes of the dog and what a dog might think. And I think that nobody ever thinks the same about their dog ever again after this book. So that's what it's about. Does it still sound interesting? Rourke? Rourke, are you there? Rourke, Rourke, Garcon, Garcon. Did Rourke leave? Rourke? Maybe he went to the bathroom. I think I hear a toilet flushing. Did you go to the bathroom?
Can you hear me?
I heard you tinkling.
Here, let me go flush that again so you can hear it. Remember I told
No,
you
no,
I flushed.
no, don't.
Start reading. I'm listening.
Okay, but I don't want to echo when I read. Okay? So let me hear if there's an echo. No, there's not. Okay. But you have to stay on the screen and tell me every once in a while. I'm going to go, can you still hear me? And you have to stay on the screen, Mark, so you can respond to me.
All right, I hear you.
All right. All right. So I'm just going to do the first chapter. And I'll try to condense it a little bit, So don't, if you guys are bored after the first chapter, just let me know. They're pretty short chapters, but the first one is probably one of the longer ones, but it's not long. It's really only 3 pages. Okay. All right. Are you guys, can you hear me?
I still hear you.
Oh, I gotta plug my phone in. It's dying. Hold on.
Did you get a phone
Oh,
call?
what?
Did you get a phone call?
No, 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 no. It was my phone was dying. Oh, you know what I think was that kicked me off? I got a text message. I'll bet you that's what it was. I got a text message. Okay. All right, so I'm just setting it up so I can see it right. Okay. All right. So here we go, you guys. And if you're bored at any time, and if they're saying they're bored in the chat room, let me know so that I can just, okay. Remember, it's told by the eyes of the dog. Okay. Chapter 1. Gestures are all that I have. Sometimes they must be grand in nature. And while I occasionally step.
You lost sound. Can you hear me? You lost sound again.
That's so shitty. Did I lose sound?
Yeah, you lost sound after you were talking.
Bummer. You can
Why
hear
does
me
that
now?
happen? Yeah, I can hear you now, but why does that happen when you're reading that? You lose the sound.
I don't know. That sucks. I gotta get another. I gotta either just rent it from the library or go buy the book or get another device. Because I really want to read that, guys. What a bummer. I was surprised when you said I lost sound because I could still hear you. Hi, Secular. Yep, that's a bummer. I don't know how to do it then. Unless I do it like from another device or something. We'll do it another time. How'd you guys like the live stream with Through the Veil Paranormal? I know XX was here for that. Rourke, were you here for that?
Yeah, I was here where you were asking questions that you were asking her questions like about your mom.
I can't read from here because I don't have the book and I don't have a second device. Aw, XX. That's so sweet though that you guys are so encouraging about the reading thing because I want to read. I want to read.
How, how can she gamble and pay attention to us, or how can she like pay attention to us and gamble? I would never want to gamble and pay attention to my phone at the same time.
She's multi-talented.
She
Yeah,
is.
you guys did see the link for that through the Veil Paranormal as well, right? Because I'll figure it out. XX. I'll either get a uh order it from the library. I think you could order the books now and then pick them up outside or something. So I'll order it.
Where did Secular take off to last night? He bowed on us and then he was gone for the whole night. That's not like him.
He must have a date on another live stream.
Did him and his queen make back up?
I don't know. XX says she has 104 free spins. LOL. I'm not doing much. Oh, that's pretty good. 104 free spins. Sounds good.
Is the casino packed tonight?
I know we have a casino they built in our town. I don't care for it. It's the MGM one, you know. I like the Indian ones.
We got MGM. We got two more. Greektown and
Greektown. That's a freaking casino I wouldn't trust. I wouldn't think I would win there.
yeah, it's called Greektown Casino because we have a area in the district of Detroit called Greektown, and MGM, and there's one more I forgot. I'm not a casino guy.
Motor City.
Motor City Casino, yep.
That's the one she's there at. Yeah. Ooh, maybe Secular is heading to Motor City.
He
Now
probably is. He's like, I know what she looks like. I seen that avatar.
He's putting on his skinny jeans.
His Ted Baker, his finest Ted Baker shirt.
His V-neck white t-shirt, excuse me. V-neck white t-shirt.
He's probably spraying the cologne on real heavy.
Soaring Eagle, is that a Indian reservation casino? Is that in Manistee?
Yes. Soaring Eagle might be Mount Pleasant, or I'm pretty sure it's Mount Pleasant.
XX says, I hope not. I'm here with my old man. Well, now you know, Secular, you better not be driving over there.
Ooh, she told him.
Know enough to say, oh, she's with somebody. Who knows? He's probably on the stroll. Mount Pleasant, is that where I'm so mean. He's probably like out there in his fucking Ford Escort serial killer mobile.
His Alero?
Well, that is not what he uses for his murders. He uses the Ford Escort.
Oh.
And that doesn't even really have a trunk, does it? A Ford Escort. That's like a hatchback.
What do you think he does with the girls?
Murders them.
Does he like play games with them before he murders them, or and like how does he murder them? Does he like bore them to death? Does he?
And now Vladimir says that was interesting, and I don't know if he means like that my one sentence that I was able to read was interesting, or if he's being a wise, or if he means like how, you know, it's like some of the best casinos are here in Connecticut. Fox was in what he said. Oh my God, you live near me, coward? Those are my casinos. Foxwoods and Mohegan Sun. Yeah,
who knew?
Connecticut. What a small world, huh?
Have you ever heard the saying that everybody is only 6 people away from knowing each other.
Oh, 6 degrees of separation.
Something like that.
Lemon Lime Loki said he definitely bores them to death. Did you hear me?
I can see the comment.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Funny was bouncing around and making some food and saw stars on CW near Hartford. Hartford. So then Coward Strikes Back knows what I was talking about. You remember that dinner theater? And it was, and I can't, La Renaissance, it was called. And it was off the Highway 91. And it was round. It was a round building. And it was like a dinner theater and a banquet hall. That's where. So, anywho, I never even finished the story. I wanted to sing Happy Birthday. So I didn't get the part as one of the princesses in The King and I. And that was the Broadway revival with Yul Brynner.
Oh, see?
Yep. I missed my role. That was my big opportunity I missed.
Oh my goodness. And so is that what brought you to YouTube?
I don't know what you mean by that. Hey, Mr. Rourke, have you seen the
Yes.
UFO thing on the TV too? Where was that at? I missed half of it when it was on.
It was on the NBC News, and it was about a Navy general, a retired Navy general saw triangle-shaped objects in the sky.
I saw a V-shaped object. The
I,
Coward
I
Strikes
wonder.
Back is in
I
there.
wonder if Tommy Highway seen that news clip.
Well, remember they just ran that video the other day, and they just ran that video like 2 weeks ago on a Saturday about Michigan. And remember, and I asked Excess if there was anything on the news about it, and you guys said no. And I'm wondering if now
This wasn't this was a Navy general. This wasn't someone in Michigan.
oh, okay.
They were way out on the Pacific Ocean, I think, somewhere, and they were on the Navy ship.
He said it was a SpaceX satellite show, not UFOs. What does that mean? A SpaceX satellite show. Lemon Lime Lukey knows everything.
Yeah, he's out there. He's very into knowledge.
He is. He is. He's into yeah, I like Lemon a lot. And we started off on a really rough foot, you know that?
And why is that?
Lemon says,
What
if
happened?
we are talking about the line of dots in the sky from the other day or a week, is that what you guys are talking about?
It was something like that. They were triangles, but they kind of look like dots.
So he'll know what it was about. He's into all that. He's into a lot of stuff. We started off on a bad foot because it was a bad channel that we were both on. And
Oh, so you guys met each other on another channel.
yeah, a bad one. Bad channel. And it caused a lot of fighting. Vladimir says the talk with Through the Veil was interesting. I was so shocked and honored that she came on because, you know, we usually when I'm in her live streams, there's she's always friendly anyway, because there's a lot of people in her live streams, and when she used to do that spirit boxing in that basement of hers. Now, if you look up that place which she was talking about, where she used to live, the Stuker, I think it was. Did she say that SUK? It means Tesla. Elon Musk. I don't know anything about Elon Musk. But anyway, so Vladimir and anybody else who's interested with the through the veil paranormal, her basement was like it literally had these stone like sarcophaguses or whatever they are, like tombs. They look like those above ground, you know, burial vault, but not like a mausoleum. You know, the square things, and they were so weird. I mean, and then it was all stone walls, and then there was a well, like a big hole, and there was a hole in the wall where the hole was, and like she had said, they had found like a skeleton down there. You know, before she moved in, they had found a skeletized body in the well, and but she was down there one night, like by herself, doing this, you know, all night live stream, and she has that infrared. So it was pitch black in that freaking scary basement. And I swear to God. And like how she was saying about her last live stream down there. She said,
Yeah.
Rachel Reese said, number 44 asteroid that came so close to the Earth just days ago that it was less than a weather satellite is in orbit and then off the coast and between Florida and Bahamas. Their media that shook Florida. And Howard Strikes Back says, SpaceX is another Elon Musk company. I don't know who that is, but the last live stream that she did down there, and now this is when after her boyfriend Jax, who I met. Okay, so now she's gone. I don't know if she gets mad quickly, Rachel, or I mean, I just don't know anything about the satellite, and I was just
Did I say something wrong to Rochelle again?
I feel like I did. I don't know. I have no clue. I really don't. I just feel like I do spend a lot of time defending myself there. You know what I mean? Um. So anyway, Through the Veil. Now, Lemon, you know who Through the Veil is, right? It's but he's most likely just a puppet, like Gates and so many others. See, they're talking about Elon Musk in there, and I'm talking about Through the Veil Paranormal. But her last live stream was really creepy because um a lot of people in the live stream kept saying that they were seeing like some kind of dark, shadow, like quick peripheral vision thing, that you normally didn't get in her life, down there when she would do her thing. And her and Jax were in a different kind of frame of mind, and it was just different. And that's why she said, I think we should end this live stream and go right upstairs now. It was really different. It was odd. They went inside the hole because normally in the hole in the wall where the well is, and I think everybody had like this feeling like that somebody was gonna like push Jax into the hole or something, And she said herself, she said, and for some reason I was getting these thoughts in my head, like that I felt like I wanted to hurt him, which I didn't even think that in my head. I was thinking like an entity was gonna push him in, but she was like, they could have been projecting their bad energy into Nicole, you know? Jax is her boyfriend. He's from up this way, actually. He used to have a channel. He probably still does, maybe. I don't know, Paranormal Underworld. But he does a lot with, the Through the Veil now, Paranormal. And they're from like a different community that I usually go, keep separate from this community here, not this community, my live streams, but the CW community. I love it when they show up on my live streams here, like a Whisper to a Scream or Tommy Highway, you know. Even that Finley's, I was looking at his channel. Did you check out his channel?
No, I haven't.
Remember
There's
he
a
was
lot.
on here last night. Finley's, um, something kennels.
Yeah, I remember. Yep.
Yeah, and he's got over 3,000 subscribers. He's pretty good, and he really does have these hunting dogs that are like coon dogs, coon hounds. Remember he said that?
I can't remember. No.
Uh, yeah,
He,
that's what kind of dogs he has
I remember we were talking to Ace, and she said that she had the staffies.
there. Happy. Ace has
She had a
just
puppy, and
yeah, a puppy.
but I thought she had another dog too, because she said staffies.
I don't know. I know somebody else has a staffy, and I know that Prudently has two corgis and a Newfoundland.
What does Lemon think about Bill Gates going from Windows to vaccines and almost kind of having the idea if he's going to run our world in the future? What does he
I
think about that?
I don't think that's even Bill Gates saying that. I think something happened to him. That doesn't sound like the Bill Gates I grew up with. That's for sure. I even think Jobs or whatever his name is, that his death was suspicious too. Even though it was cancer, but whatever. I find it suspicious. Oh, Dick Liner. What am I lining? What am I lining? I'm lighting my fucking lack of hair on fire.
That's a good assessment right there. Is being a puppet, and like who's in charge of putting the puppet in control though?
The ones with the most money and the ones that have somebody he loves on. I think he has people handling him. Yep, I think so too. Lemon, absolutely. Yesterday she says she not. Oh wait, I gotta do it in Russian. Yesterday she says she
Oh,
not coming back. Today she back. Now leave and we'll be back again. Better get Tylenol, Mr. Rourke. Ha 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 ha. Last night when she left, was it last night or the night before? And I'm looking at the chat, and here's Mr. Rourke, or not Mr. Rourke, Vlad, and he goes, "Good." She goes, "I'm leaving, and I won't be back." And he goes, "Good, I'm out of Tylenol." And you know what? Don't get me wrong. I love Rachel. Rachel, I do. I do. But I really sometimes, yeah. Like last night when Through the Veil Nicole came on, I had some questions I wanted to ask, and I didn't want to. I don't normally get that opportunity to have a one-on-one with her. I really admire her what she does, so I wanted to, talk to her. You know what I'm saying?
Did you sense like was Rachel like how would I say? Did she likes to be attention? She likes your attention. Did she? I don't know. Maybe she got mad.
Um, who? Rachel.
Rochelle.
It was, like I don't know. There was just like a moment when I wanted to ask some questions, and Rachel started talking about demons, and oh no, you could bring them home, and like, you know, Nicole's been doing that for 12 years, and I don't want her, and so I just wanted it to be like a positive chat. I didn't want anybody saying stuff about, demons and everything. So that was
Why?
basically.
While you were talking to paranormal, the chat was going. We had Vlad. We had Ace. Uh, I think Cheryl might have been in the chat. The chat was going, so and they were talking about stuff that was different,
I know
and
that was you guys.
I think you even pointed it out. You're like they're talking about movies or something, and we were talking about something different, and then you went back to your conversation.
Yeah, you guys were talking about freaking Maddie and Gerald.
Probably so, yeah.
I was like, you guys are still rotten. If I was in that chat, and there's my mods, and they know that I'm all like, oh, don't talk about drama, but you guys were all into it, typing away, and I was like, screw it, screw it. 11 Lime Lucky says, more, ha 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 ha. XX, who's mad? Why is my phone doing this now?
What is your phone doing?
It's like not letting me tap things. It like
Tap. What are you tapping?
pin things. It's not letting me pin things, and it's really big.
So, do you think is women strapping on? Is that like
Oh my god, you're so crazy.
is it something that happens or because I've never heard it?
I don't know, but I do know that my fucking phone is acting up, and I can't even follow the chat anymore. Let me try to go in and out. Okay, I can't even do that. Are you there?
Oh, go in and out again.
I can't. I can't do anything. This phone is so hot. What do you mean?
Wow. You got to go deeper than that.
Oh my god, just stop it.
We were just talking about strap-ons, and now you're talking about in and out and deep.
I know, but listen, you guys, I can't. It's all my doing. Russia is responsible for everything. Sticking fools on spike.
Mother Russia. Mother
But
Russia.
listen, stay on. See if you get to stay on, or if it does end it, I'm sorry, you guys. If it ends the live stream, then I'll be back. But if it doesn't end, I'm gonna try to go out and in. But I can't even get any. My screen is frozen, so I can't do anything.
I just want to let you know if you don't come back and we stay on, this live stream is going to turn into a party.
Okay, it's okay. I'll just join in the chat then. But
I want to have Vlad bust out his women.
There's a piece of tobacco on it. Oh, wait a minute. That's not tobacco. That's really on Vlad's head. Is it? Does Vlad have like a little birthmark? Nope, that is on my phone. Sorry. Not tobacco. It's food or something. Looked like a birthmark on his forehead, like Mikhail Gorbachev. All right.
Did you check your messages?
I can't check anything. My phone is completely frozen. I can't move the thing, or I can't do anything.
What about your text messages?
I can't do anything. I can't even pull up where I can get it minimized. I don't know why it's doing this. It's always my cat comes up steps on something. So what I'm gonna have to do is actually shut my phone off and see if it keeps the live stream going. But if it doesn't, then I'll do another one. But it might not be right away, but it will be later. But if that's only if I get kicked out. So just stay on for a minute or so or two, okay?
Push the button.
Okay.
I'm still here. Can you hear me?
I can. Hold on.
I can hear you.
Wait. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can see the coward strikes back.
All right. Good. There. So it worked. Okay. It worked. But you didn't put anything in the private chat.
Not now. I did way earlier. I said that it was a text message, not in the private chat.
Oh yes, I did. Oh, I forgot I gave you my phone number. Vladimir says some people do not like it when they are not the center of attention or cannot implant themselves and take over the conversation and make it about themselves. Often they do not notice, not trying to be bad or anything. They just want to be part of things. I realize that, but for the person who's, like trying to talk and stuff, and when that's happening, and you like, you know, are trying to ask questions and it's your own live stream and you want to ask questions and you're getting like, you know,
No, you can't
you know
ask
what
that.
I'm saying. You know what I mean though, right? Is
Yeah,
it in my head?
you were being over. You couldn't get a word in edgewise on your own stream. But uh, I think she's she's a person that you can work with, and you can point that out, and she'll go ahead and reconsider. And
And
once
she
you
does.
do that, yes,
Yes, she does. But, I feel like I've said it a couple of times. And then I feel like, and finally, like, it drove it to where even with like Spaceman when I did that day and Ben, like, I felt bad. And I felt bad, like, having to be just, I'm just going to remove. Like, you remember last night with Ben? But when I listened back to the live stream, his sentences really were broken up and his audio really was bad.
he. Uh, oh, I remember he's like, "Who's this guy in between us?" I
I
was like,
know. And he was like, I
I
took that
can
offensive.
I can leave, and you're like, "No, Rourke," and I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "You don't want me to leave because you don't want to be alone with Ben."
It's not
Um,
even that. It's that I couldn't understand Ben's audio, and he was blaming you, and he was coming off like aggressive. I felt.
Secular said something that he thinks that maybe Ben's a drinker,
I think some of us drink.
but
Some people.
I never I didn't catch that with Ben that he was a drinker. I couldn't tell that.
It
He
was just
sounded
his
like
audio kept cutting off. For me, I couldn't understand a sentence. I was just getting a word at a time.
he could be a very demanding guy. He could be like, when I'm talking, I want to be the one that's heard, and I don't, I don't really know him, so.
All right. Hey, you guys, no fighting in the chat room. I don't know, KGB, FSD. No one is KGB, the other is FSD. Coward Strike
Um,
Back said it's the same thing.
Vlad, I'm not into pegging
What's
or
pegging?
being pegged. I think that's what he means. Am I into being pegged? No.
Oh, I
That
don't get
that's
it.
uh that's what the strap-on's for. It's called pegging.
No, it's not. You're
Vlad
trying
is
to
it
get
called,
me to use it as
Vlad
a
is
next.
it called pegging, or th-
A
this is
strap
something
on
I
is
I don't
pegging.
I don't know nothing about it. This isn't my field.
It's not your field. Oh, okay. Um, so you guys, I'm gonna end this live stream and then I'm gonna come back later because I just got an important message.
All right.
So, um, but wait 1 second because I want to just do one thing real quick. Or hold on. Doo-doo-doo. Every time I'm like typing, I'm like doo-doo-doo. That's my little theme song. Okay. Ow! Oh my god. Fucking cat, man. What the fuck? Ugh,
That was the best part of the live.
what the fuck?
That's the
That's
best part
why
of the
I
live.
don't like my cat fucking getting on my lap because then when he wants to get off, he fucking launches himself, and on my legs, and it's fucking painful. I swear a lot. I gotta stop.
I like that mouth. I seen your thigh too. I was like, hmm.
Pegging is a blast. You'll love it, Rourke. What the fuck is pegging? Nobody's leaving this room till I know what pegging is.
That's when you put on a strap on and bend me over, and you're like, "Take this, Rourke,"
Is that true?
and I'm like, "No, SG, no."
Is that true, you guys? Seriously, in the chat room, I need at least two more. Yes, that's true, and then I'll believe that's what pegging is. Is that true? Lemonline Lukey, Vladimir, you guys seem to know what it is. Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is.
I can just see you right now trying to peg me out and then put my ass on Michigan Avenue.
Lemon said yes, it's true. And I expect she didn't know either. Yeah, I didn't know either, Pagan. I thought, like, just, you know,
Ladies, where have you been? Where you been, ladies? Come on.
Not putting on strap-ons.
Yeah, I mean, at least
right
go to Walmart.
The peg is woman on top. See, for me, I feel like that's reverse cowgirl. Oh, well, not reverse. Doesn't have to be reverse.
Reverse cowgirl's a good one. And you said something about riding bulls, so I see you riding reverse cowgirl and waving that arm in the air.
You're so crazy. You are crazy. Look, you should see what my cat did to me. XX said she'll pimp all the guys in Michigan.
So should I get you a cowboy hat?
No. Pink Sam said, I didn't know. I kept asking on Bobbles. No one would tell me. No, I want you to get me some of those things they put on their boots that are fucking painful.
What did Pink ask on Bobbles?
Pink kept asking what pegging is.
Oh, pegging's when a woman puts on a strap on and does her man with the strap on.
I'd never do that. If my fucking man asked me, but I don't even have a man, but if he said put this strap on and do me up the butt, I would be no. I don't want that. I don't want to do that. That would not be cool. And then I would have curiosities that he was gay, and then I would feel like perhaps he was gay, and was Pink Sam says she's blushing. I really feel like that. That's something that if you want to be done up the butt, then you have gay tendencies, and I don't want anything to do with it. I'm not saying I don't want anything to do with doing it up the butt, but
some people a lot of turns them on. Other people, you got to leave certain spaces sacred.
I'm saying, like, I didn't say I wouldn't be on the receiving end. Not that I'm like, oh yeah, do it to my butt. But what I'm saying is, if my boyfriend wanted me to do it to his butt, I would say no.
So you're
rim job. I'm not licking an asshole. I'm not sticking a finger in there.
So you're saying if I put it in the wrong hole, you wouldn't say nothing?
I might say ouch.
Mr. Rourke, did you just get bigger?
You're crazy. Did you see my message to you?
Let me go check it out.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I know I'm blushing too. Tastes like rubber. And he just like kicked himself out. So that's fine. So you guys, I'm saying right now I'm gonna do the countdown. So, and then we're gonna do peace, love, and tacos. And then I'll be back later. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Peace, love, and tacos. See you guys later. Thanks for coming.